Hello and welcome to this channel. In this episode we'll be talking about speeding up your computer, more specifically removing startup items to make your computer faster. Many times there's a lot of things that are starting up with your computer and you don't know, and they could be bogging out your computer. Let's get started. So here we have Windows 7, but this also works for any version of Windows, whether it be Windows XP, 7, 8, 9, or the recently released version 10. One of the things that we'll do is download CCleaner. Now, using your favorite browser, go ahead and go to peerreform.com. I'm going to go ahead and choose Google Chrome. I'm going to go ahead and type in peerreform.com/CCleaner. From this website, we're going to go ahead and download the free version by clicking download free version. That'll actually scroll us down to where we have several options, and again we're going to be choosing the free version by clicking free download. And one more time we'll be clicking the download button under the free version. Alright, now this should take only a few minutes depending on your internet connection. If you have a very fast connection, it'll only take a few seconds. Okay, so mine's almost done. It's just running a quick scan. And then once it's installed, we'll be able to remove some of the items. I don't actually have that many items, but we'll go ahead and just I'll show you what you can do. Okay, so now we're just going ahead and click on the CCleaner installer. And from here, I'm just going to go ahead and click the browser in the background. So here we have the welcome to the CCleaner version 5.13 setup. This actually is constantly updated, so by the time you view this video, this may have already changed, but the setup process is almost identical, if not exact. Here I'm just going to go ahead and select my default language of English by leaving it at the default. Click next. I'm going to go ahead and leave all the default items checked and click install. Again, depending on the speed of your computer, this might take a few seconds to about a minute. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck the release notes and leave the run CCleaner version 5.13 selected and click finish. So from here we have the main interface for CCleaner. What I'm going to do is go to Tools and then Startup. And I'm actually going to go ahead and maximize this window so you can see everything that I have running. In this case, I actually have a VPN connection that I sometimes use, and as you can see, it's actually right here on my lower right corner of my taskbar. So what I want to do is I don't want this showing up every time I boot up my machine, because it's another thing that the machine needs to start up while it boots up, and also drags the computer speed down as it boots up. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure it's selected and click on the disable button. As well as Java. I don't use Java that often, and actually, as a matter of fact, this is just a Java updater. For security reasons, you may want to leave this on if you have it on your machine, but in my case, I actually want to go ahead and disable it because there's another thing that I just don't use that often. This is a virtual machine running, so I definitely want to leave that running. And there's Snagit, one of the tools that I use for capturing screenshots, that I'll go ahead and leave. So as you can see from here, I've gone ahead and removed 2 items, and that's pretty much it. You've actually disabled it. Here you can see the enabled column. It's either a yes or a no. Now, there is a built-in Windows option of doing this, or a way of doing this. I prefer using CCleaner just because it's faster, cleaner. When you use the Microsoft version of removing some of the startup items, when the machine boots up, you get a couple of menus, and if you don't remember to enable or clean up after yourself, after a while it just gets a little messy. So I prefer the CCleaner version, but if you do want to use the Microsoft version, what you could do is just go to the run menu, the startup button, and just from here you're just going to go type in msconfig, and here you can see the Microsoft way of doing it. There's several tabs. One of the tabs is going to be startup, and as you can see from here, I've actually disabled these two items, which was from CCleaner. From here, actually, you can do the same thing: enable, disable all, check all. One of the things that you do want to be conscious about is if you don't know what something does, don't disable it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back to CCleaner. Go back to startup, and what you want to do is actually, before you actually disable any of these items, look at the executable here. You can see like snagit.32.exe. Do a quick Google search on what that is. This will tell you what if it's a legit program, if it's what exactly it is that it's doing, and in some cases, some people will recommend whether you should disable it or not. My thing is to disable one thing at a time. In this case, I already know what these were when I disabled them, the two items that I disabled earlier. But in the event that you don't know what they are, go ahead and just do one item at a time, reboot your machine, and see how it reacts. If you have no problems, then continue to disable the next item on the list. And again, make sure you Google search the executable or item that's listed on the line that you want to disable. That way you don't get into trouble. Some of the things that you do not want to disable are your sound devices, your video devices. Some printers will also not work properly if you don't have the proper software installed and running in the background. So just be very cautious about what you disable. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.